And hello again YouTube, and I'm back, we're back, and you can see what's on the table, so you know what we've got here. Or actually, you don't know exactly what we've got here, because this is not, as you might at first have thought, one of Backyard Bullion's parcels. Instead, what we have here, whilst it came in, kind of very neatly wrapped brown paper, when I tore it open, I discovered this very fetching sticker and branding here that you can see is for A.C.E Bullion, John RMS, who is a fellow YouTuber and somebody who has recently begun on their journey into pouring silver. So this is one of his first pieces, and as you can see, I haven't opened it up yet, so I'm very excited to finally get this thing open and start having a look at it. And as an extra bonus surprise, you'll see this little shadow being cast in the corner here. I'm experimenting with trying to get a little bit of 4K footage of this, so we'll see how that turns out. So you can see we've got a few little freebies seem to be tucked away in here. First up we have some rather fetching stickers that I do think I'm going to have to find somewhere to stick because they are looking superb. I mean, I have to say, scratch anything else, John is doing a fantastic job of his branding here. So here we have, it is a loaf bar, number 2, so the second ever piece he's made, 2.8 troy ounces, and yes, very much looking forward to opening it up. I can feel the weight of it already. Now just give me a second, I'm just going to click over into macro mode and we'll have a proper close-up look at this. So first of all, you can see it's got those distinctive ripples that you get from hand-poured silver. And some interesting little kind of almost like stretch marks rippling out from it too. It's a very solid piece. I mean, you can see basically the quality of the pour in how few little inclusions and gaps are on the sides of it. This has clearly filled the mould very nicely, so they must have done a very good job of keeping their mould good and hot whilst they were pouring this. And going into the reverse, I have to say, again, the branding, I like it. It's also really super consistent. So you've got this ace of spades with the A.C.E. I kind of like the slightly offset numbering, and do you see it there? So obviously we've got the 999 and the Edinburgh Assay Office symbol there, but also you can see that his sponsor's mark, his maker's mark, is 3 little spade symbols, the letters A, C and E in it. So the branding is across the whole thing, right the way down to the maker's mark, which is really quite cool. And that is a really nice solid little bar. It definitely feels different to the Backyard Bullion bars. This feels kind of sort of squarish, it's got more kind of well-defined edges. BY's B1s tend to kind of feel a little more sort of kind of rounded around the corners. So it does have that kind of that distinctive quality. I guess this, on some level you might think, oh well, bullion is bullion and a poured bar is a poured bar, but when you hold it in the hand, when you look at it, it really is different, and you can really feel kind of, the temperament of the person who's made it coming through. This feels very thoroughly done. You can really feel the hard edges of where this has just come neatly up to the top of the mould, and just, yeah, this is a very nice piece of work. So there's other stuff still to explore. So here we get a certificate of authenticity, which is very nice, handwritten. Ooh. Does somebody perchance know that I am a fan of the vintage UK coinage? We've got a Victorian shilling. A young head design. What year is this? De Gratia. 1872. That's nice. I normally don't go for shillings because of the size. I tend to kind of go for like crown or half crown, but that is a lovely little thing just to get as a little extra, so thank you for that, John. But there's more! We also appear to have 1,000... What is this? Well, it's Banca d'Italia, so this would be presumably lira. And the... Is it safe to take it out? I'm going to take it out. 1,000, which, as it correctly identifies here, the Italian would be mille. Yep, so lira mille, 1,000 lira. What year is this from? I'm probably going to be giving away my age, but I remember lira. I remember my first ever holiday to Italy. I still had lira, and we were kind of trying to figure out how on earth do we calculate this? How much is a lira worth? And the answer is 1 lira back before the days of the euro was worth not a huge amount. So 1,000 lira is probably equivalent to like roughly a £5 or £10 note, I guess, these days. Oh, lovely. So thanks very much for that, John. And tune in next week when hopefully I'll be unboxing the other mystery parcels that I've had arrive recently.